Hey God Feeler friend, I'll be reading out a short passage from one of my favorite books. It's called Your Power on a Plate, and it touches on the idea that our bodies have an incredible intelligence, and our body is not something that is separate from us, but something we actually create through our consciousness. Therefore, our body has a natural ability to heal itself from whatever we're dealing with. Whatever stamp you got, whatever autoimmune, chronic illness, never can heal medical diagnosis you have, I truly believe that change is possible and change comes from within. In the passage I'm reading out, the author of the book shares that we sometimes, mostly unintentional, block this process of healing through worrying, doubt, resisting change, holding a lot of tension. And as I read this now out for you, I have this here printed out because I like paper a lot. I encourage you to stick with me, even if it feels a little bit craziness. Get curious about your physical sensations instead of just, this is bad, I need to fix this, my body is broken. Even and especially if these physical sensations are not very pleasant and even painful. So let's dive right in, and I'm also curious to hear from you if you like me commenting on the books that I'm reading that nurture me on my healing journey, and you want more of that, or you're like, oh no, Peggy, this is absolutely not my thing. Totally fine as well. In the end of the reading, I will summarize what I've learned from this passage in 4 points, so it might make it more concise in what you can take away from it. All right, let's go. The book, Your Power on a Plate. The title from this part is Let Go and Relax. Hear what the messenger has to deliver. You're resisting, you're resisting, you're resisting. We start here with the question. I was just diagnosed with hypoglycemia. I did a 5-hour glucose test, and I've been struggling with the worries and concerns about my diet in relation to my physical and emotional health. Ilan. All right, before you proceed, struggling and worrying are not open, receptive postures to allow you to simply express yourself in the most fruitful terms. So first of all, my first suggestion would be to let go. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to struggle. Secondly, when you are going about your business, expressing yourself purposefully, according to the terms of who you know yourself to be, all of these details, eating, sleeping, exercise, are automatic. You attract them. And if you will but begin to trust the intelligence of your so-called body, which is really just your consciousness in contracted terms, so to speak. The worrying and the doubt are a closing down, and by allowing yourself to attract effortlessly whatever sustenance would be most beneficial to you, this is a conducive open posture. Does that make sense? Okay, so you're saying that if I let go and relax, the proper, first of all, worrying is an unexpressed action. It is something you allow yourself to continue to do. Perhaps firstly, you may wish to reorganize that thinking so that now you are simply taking care of business. Not worrying, because worrying always has this background underlying notion that something's going to get you. So nothing is going to get you if indeed you understand that your life is an effortless reflection of who you choose to be. So do I have the full capabilities to create perfect physical and emotional health within myself? Absolutely, you all do. No matter what I would eat or drink, so to speak, you may find as you do so, what you eat or drink is a result, again, not the cause. Understand the idea of eating is largely symbolic. You are an infinite being, you have no beginning, middle, or ending. So the idea of external sustenance is a temporary exploration. Your body exists within your consciousness, not the other way around, and your body is an expression of your consciousness. So even any particular condition that you can share with me is an expression of consciousness. Generally, in that case, you're simply not allowing yourself to be natural with yourself and are instead creating a dichotomy. And you can simply realign yourself to who you are, and everything else falls into place. As you transform your consciousness, your body transforms. There is a vast approach in physical reality that individuals need to prepare their body, change their body, transform their body, to now allow for the expansion of their consciousness. And this apparency can be experienced, but it is illusionary. Truly, first comes the shift in consciousness, then comes the shift in body. So also remind yourself of that. Is it helpful? Yes. Is there anything else? I injured my spine a number of years ago, and I truly believe I have the power to heal myself and to believe that it just is no longer there. I guess I just want some validation on that also. All right, do you still feel what you call pain? Yes. Do you ascribe that pain to a past injury? Yes. Can you perhaps entertain the idea of each instance of that pain being completely in the moment, with no past, and looking at what it means in that moment, looking at how it reinforces your decision in that moment, and looking at what it allows you the opportunity to do in that moment, okay? Can that approach at least be something you might be willing to express? Yes. All right. You will notice a difference if you do so, for it is not truly, again, something that happened in the past that is causing the pain now. You create the pain now and very strongly identify it with the past, which is the only thing that creates the relationship, okay? Now, I understand that seems a bit odd for your general mass consciousness way of thinking, but nevertheless it is the mechanism. And by continuing to assign a past, you get the absolute seeming effect that you had an injury and what you are feeling now is from that injury and you perpetuate it to whatever degree you do. But you do not need to. And it can simply be treating it in the moment as something that has to do with something that is going on with you, that's going on right now with you and not in the past. Then things will stand out as to what's going on right now. Well, why might I feel pain right now? Pain is resistance. What am I resisting right now? Forget yesterday, forget the day before, forget the injury. Instead, ask yourself, what am I resisting right now? If you're willing to be in the moment, if you're willing to put that baggage aside, always will you find something right now that you are obviously resisting. Alternatively, and this is also not your usual societal approach to discomfort or dis-ease, you can ask yourself, what is this pain allowing me to do that I would not have done without it? What is it preventing me from doing? Exploring these ideas will also open up new doors of understanding and awareness about why you have created those symptoms and conditions. Exploring all of these ideas and looking for how everything serves you, even the discomfort, gives you new opportunities to transform this style of messenger. Then the pain has been embraced as a messenger. Then you will begin to address the things you are resisting and allow them as you begin to change your approach to no longer need to create the messenger to show you you're resisting, you're resisting, you're resisting. Do you understand? Yes, thank you. All right. Great. Well done for sticking until the end of the message. If you're still watching, applause. I'd love to summarize what I read in 4 points. Point number 1 is that Ilan makes is trusting your body. Your body is not outside, but it's inside. It's inside our consciousness, which also means that it has an innate intelligence and knows exactly how to heal itself. He also shares that if I truly align to who I am, the more superficial things like diet and exercise, they fall into place. I'm naturally inspired to do these things because the decision of who I am comes first and then comes the action. Point number 2, this is one that is very, very personal. I've been worrying and doubting a lot, and it's about that this worry and doubt, if I choose that, I actually block myself off from any guidance, from any intuition, trusting, feeling my gut feelings. It's like I put a wall out there, which then inspires a different set of actions which are more aligned with a lower frequency of resistance, which then manifest obviously in the body. 3 is one of my favorite ones, and the baseline for this channel, gut feelings. Being present with ourselves. Pain, discomfort, doubt, disease, they are all like messengers, not the problem. The body expresses these symptoms to offer you an opportunity to see where you're resisting a natural flow in your life. So Ilan suggests by asking ourselves a question like, what am I resisting right now in this moment? Not yesterday, not tomorrow, right now in this moment. And also, how does this help me realign with my true self, with who I actually want to be? This symptom, this pain, this possibility of not going further this way that creates more resistance. How can I reframe this as a gift instead of pushing it away and putting medication and the stamp of I have this disease and that problem? And number 4, I already touched a little bit on the 3, is about focus on decisions, focus on who you are, who you choose to be instead of symptoms. So instead of going for, oh, I have this issue because my mother also had that issue and I have ulcers because everybody in my family had ulcers, or I abused my body for several years with alcohol and that's why I have this right now. He invites us to let that go, let the past be, make peace with the past, and be right now in this moment and see what's happening right now. And by focusing on right now, we're actually able to create health, to change that resistance and to learn something about yourself from the messenger that your body is. If you like this book, you want to read this book, I'll put the Amazon link down below. Now I would love to know from you, do you like this kind of thing? Is this something you benefit from or you want other videos? Let me know in the comments below, and also here, if you feel inspired to get the gut health cheat sheet, I'll link you that, and the next video is up here for you as well. Ciao.